$8 price targets for XRP sound absolutely beautiful. Now, I got a little bit of XRP myself. I would be very excited to see it hit $8 per coin. And that's what top banks, Ripple executives, and top figures are revealing about their outlook. We're going to jump right into it in this video. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and I do want to say thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for understanding that AI now runs YouTube, so we got to be as careful as possible. And they are allowing general discussions about crypto, NFTs, and other digital assets, so please do not interpret this video to be anything other than that. It is not a promise, promotion, suggestion, recommendation, or guarantee that you guys do anything. We're simply going to be going over the news articles. We're going to be going over the price action. We're going to be going over the market, and that is it. So let's do it. Now, if we pull XRP up on the screen here, we can see that it's done fairly well since the beginning of 2026. You had a nice run from about $1.80 per coin up to $2.40 per coin. Very nice, roughly, 30% increase. But then the last week has been very slow. We've seen some consolidation, and we've seen a tightening down in this range between $2 and $2.10. Well, today is green once again. Today, the overall market, the sentiment is rising from a level of 40 to 41. We've got green on the screen across the board over the 24-hour and 1-hour time frames. So we may be seeing XRP rise even more. But let's look at what the executives, let's look at what these large top figures, and banks included, have to say. It says Standard Chartered outlines an $8 XRP scenario. Standard Chartered has delivered one of the most widely cited forecasts. Jeffrey Kendrick, the bank's head of digital assets research, estimates that XRP could reach $8 by 2026, which implies a gain of roughly 330% from recent levels. Kendrick links the projection to regulatory clarity following Ripple's legal resolution with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission and the approval of the spot XRP exchange-traded funds in the United States. Now, $8 would be phenomenal. Brad Garlinghouse, it says Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has highlighted ETF demand as a defining signal for XRP's next phase. Speaking at Binance Blockchain Week, Garlinghouse said XRP ETFs raised more than $700 million within weeks of launch. He described the surge as pent-up institutional demand following years of regulatory uncertainty in the United States. Garlinghouse emphasized that the policy shift remains underpriced, given the U.S. accounts for roughly 22% of global GDP. He noted that major firms, including Franklin Templeton, BlackRock, and Vanguard, have entered the crypto space after long periods of caution. He also dismissed concerns about short-term ETF outflows, arguing that crypto's current share of the global ETF market, estimated at 1 to 2%, leaves significant room for expansion by 2026. And finally, Ripple's regional leadership signals confidence. Ripple's senior executive officer for the Middle East and Africa, Reese Merrick, has echoed optimism heading into 2026 in a New Year's message. Merrick reflected on strong performance in 2025 and expressed excitement for what lies ahead. His comments followed Ripple's scheduled release of 1 billion XRP from escrow at the start of 2026, spread across 3 transactions tracked by Whale Alert. Even Tom Lee's macroeconomic outlook fuels broader speculation. Now, Tom Lee said that Bitcoin in the 4-year cycle is now dead, and it's easily going to $1 million. Now, I don't know if the 4-year cycle is necessarily dead. I don't know if it's easily going to go to $1 million per coin, but I do believe that we have got a lot of growth ahead of us. So therefore, I accumulate. Now, I do own XRP. I own it on the blockchain through wallets like Best Wallet. So if you guys want to check that link out down there, you absolutely can. But it's not just XRP that I own. Okay, I take a very diverse approach, and Bitcoin Hyper is one of the tokens that I have been diversifying into most. Bitcoin Hyper is one of the largest ICOs of 2025 into 2026. $30+ million raised over the last couple of months, and a lot of people are very excited about this. So you also have a link for this down in the description if you want to check it out. You can learn a little bit more about it. These guys are doing a phenomenal job of growing their X account. Their community has grown on X alone has grown to 17,800 followers. They've raised $30,389,000, and they continue to grow every single day. On top of all of it, if you're looking for a community where you can get some of the best insights in the crypto space, make sure to check out On-Chain Academy. As a matter of fact, right now they've got a 50% off sale that the entire time you are in the group, you get 50% off your membership. So let me know what you think about it all down in the comments below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.